everybody, welcome back to another session of the Hoppery. My name is Mark Starr and today it's session number 50. Can you believe that? Already it's session number 50. You know, I've only been doing this website now for about 4 months. So to already have 50 videos up, I'll tell you, it's been a lot of work. But I'm really excited about, the videos that I've produced so far. I'm really excited about the friendships that I've started along the way as well. So today is kind of a big deal for me. With that said, I wanted to pick a rather special beer for the occasion. So obviously one of the most, well-respected breweries out there is Russian River. So I just recently got a couple bottles of the 2010 release of Supplication. And I'll tell you, I've been really excited to try it. I've never had it before. And that's why I wanted to get a couple so that I could actually, enjoy one on camera, but then also save one to just kind of enjoy with a friend. But anyway, really excited to try the Supplication. This is a bit of a unique style of beer in that it usually takes about 18 months to make this beer. What they do at Russian River is they brew a traditional brown ale. In fact, I think it's a Belgian Brune that they brew. But then they take that and they put it into Pinot Noir barrels. And at the same time that they do that, they add dried sour cherries, and then they just let it go for about a year. So all in all, it takes about 18 months to brew this beer. It is a bit of a sour ale. In fact, it's called an ale aged in oak barrels with cherries added. And it is re-fermented in the bottle, but it has those unique types of yeast, the funky yeast, you might say, like Brettanomyces, Lactobacillus, Pediococcus. A lot of that stuff is in here. So I'm actually going to post a video that I saw on YouTube not too long ago. That really kind of goes into the detail of the brewing process for this beer. I think it's really kind of interesting, but with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start pouring this one. And not too long ago I bought this Russian River glass off of their website, mainly because I knew I wanted to, review one of their beers for an upcoming session. So well, anyway, let's go ahead and dig in. And, again, thank you 100 times over for coming back to the website. I greatly appreciate it. So here we go. In terms of color, this is really kind of a warm, burnt orange color. It's quite hazy. I know they add quite a bit of hops to this beer. So, and I don't mean hops like in an IPA sort of way, but more of like your bittering hops for the balance. But it's quite effervescent, kind of reminds me of champagne in some way. But then the top of it, the head is really kind of, it's not white, but it's off-white, like eggshell colored, I guess you could say. And it's a pretty tight-knit head. The bubbles are really kind of small and held together really well. But I can already smell that Brettanomyces coming up out of it, so I think I'm really going to enjoy this one. But I'm going to go ahead and officially smell it and let you know what I think. I mean, this thing really smells beautiful. It has that, obvious Brettanomyces aroma right up front. Also getting a lot of the cherries that they claim are in there as well. It's got a bit of a nice floral component as well, and I would say more along the lines of like white flowers, yellow flowers, just a real fresh sort of aroma. Mainly getting the yeast a lot though. I think this is really a yeast-centric beer, so you're going to smell those funky yeasts in there more than you're going to smell a lot of everything else. I would say maybe some I don't know, not prunes or dates, but maybe even like orange peel. Anyway, I'm tired of smelling it. It smells great, but I'm just dying to taste it, so let's go. Boy, that is really tart. Real acidic on the palate. As soon as you take a drink, you can just really feel it hitting your tongue, the roof of your mouth. This is definitely a well-rounded beer. I love the acidity though. You know, we talk about sour beers and how sometimes they're, you know, flat out sour, and other times they have a bit of sweetness. This one leans more towards the strictly tart side, but it's not just tart. There's actually a lot going on in this glass. Really nice tang going on in there. This is a good beer. Very complex. I mean, I should say on one hand it's not very complex, because I really do only get sort of like tart, tangy flavors, especially with the Brettanomyces yeast. I can really get that Brett quality out of here. But on the other hand, it's really kind of nice. After it goes down, little flavors start to kind of unfold. So when you drink a beer like this, unlike what I'm doing because I've only got, you know, a few minutes, is, you know, I think really kind of take your time and enjoy the flavors that sit in your mouth after you've taken a sip. It's not always just about how does it taste right when it hits your mouth. And I think that's what kind of makes this one so interesting and so good to me. And as I said, this one was just brewed this year. Not sure if you're familiar with their old bottle shapes, but this year's actually has a different bottle shape. It actually looks like a 750 milliliter bottle instead of their regular little odd shaped beer shape that they have. Definitely getting a lot of the cherries as it's warming up, so not sure what else to say. I really just kind of enjoy this beer. You know, I'll have to give this one maybe about a 95, 96. It's a really good beer. It's not way up there, but I think a 95, 96 is probably a pretty good score for this beer. 95, you know, based on just kind of the taste and everything like that. Drinkability, I could drink this, so I might say maybe a 96, but well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sit here and kind of celebrate a little bit, I guess. You know, I'm really glad that I've been able to work through 50 of these videos. I mean, it really takes a lot of work, as I said before. You know, filming the video, encoding the video, editing the video, posting the video to YouTube, getting it on my website. It's quite a bit of work to get these done. So, you know, again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm really glad that you guys are coming back. Excited that we've made it to 50 sessions now. I can't wait to be sitting here, hopefully by the end of the year, when we do our 100th session together. Who knows what I'll review then. I've got some pretty good beers that I'm hanging on to, and I'm sure I'll find something pretty good. But anyway, we'll talk to you later, and thanks a lot again for coming back to the Hoppery. We'll see you.